When I was younger, whenever I was 18, which was about 15 years ago, I heard the notion that circumcision might be bad, and I was set out to prove why it's actually the right thing to do. And it took me about 5 minutes of research before I realized that there's actually quite a lot of evidence that shows it's very detrimental to our species to circumcise our infants and even children. So I feel it's incumbent upon me, especially as someone who is intact and did not have that trauma done to them, to protect others from having that done to them. I suppose you could say I've always had a tendency to speak up for what is right and to not let the fear of embarrassment or judgment stop me from speaking out. And I feel that it's important to shake up the natural cognitive dissonance that is presented when somebody is faced with an idea that is different than what they were taught. It's very natural to resist that, and I'm not afraid to push past that cognitive dissonance, and I feel that most people might be, so it's important for me to take that time to do it. My best way of getting the message through, I evaluate if they're male or female and if they've been circumcised themselves. And I make the point of every individual deserves bodily autonomy. It doesn't matter if they're born male, female, or intersex, they deserve the right to choose what is done to their body cosmetically, especially when it comes to their genitals. Reactions are typically pretty shocked at first, but if I can read them enough to kind of make a point that resonates with them personally. All walks of life have different biases of circumcision, so I try to cater to the natural biases of some people and get them to think differently, and I ask them questions. I think that's, instead of pounding the information into them, I ask them, what do you think of this? What do you know about this? And it causes them to realize they don't know much about it and that they should ask questions about it. So
you're onto it.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah. I think it's very important that anybody speak out against this issue if they feel that it is wrong, whether it relates to them personally or not. I have met a lot of males who are intact themselves and they don't think that this pertains to them, so they don't let people know that they are fine and that they love their bodies just the way they are. So I think it's important to speak out about this issue regardless of how you've been affected by it, because everybody needs to hear the message.
I was on touch 2 weeks.
Perfect.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.